Welcome to Club Chad. I'm Chad. This is the Club Chad Club Soda. Now, a lot of people don't know about this, but I don't want to do Club Chat anymore. Look, I know I'm supposed to love video games, but I think I'm done with them. Fuck. I spent my entire last video making a fuck ass of myself for some bullshit video game character I never even cared about my entire life. I just faked it. A whole relationship for mad YouTube hits. Now I realize that I've been forcing my love of video games for a long time now. I loved them, but I wasn't in love with them. Like when I was a kid, you know? I remember when I was just a little tater tot, and I played all the Sonic the Hedgehog games on the Sega Genesis for the first time. Sonic is like a virtual sports car. Speed, design, power, traffic, economy, collisions, insurance, upgrades, pollution, and manufacturers. That's the experience of many players, and for some, the first time. The sights and sounds of this game are pure excitement, and can hit you within a minute of turning the Sega Genesis console on. However, it's the depth of Sonic's physics, collectibles, and secrets that keep gamers playing after a game over, completing the final level, or even years later. Sonic was really important to me in my youth, and in a way I feel like every game that I've been deeply passionate about since has just been me trying to chase that high that I experienced playing Sonic. You know, I'm sure a lot of other kids feel the same way about the Blue Fella, but we're not the ones who make the games. We're just the ones who play them. We're the ones whose nostalgia is easily exploited by multi-billion-dollar game companies that can never create the experience of discovering Sonic again. Try as they might. And you know, I don't think they're supposed to. Going back and playing old games at this age only delivers the experience of playing old games. They're never as good as you remember. And you notice they've aged, and then you notice you've aged. The further away you get away from your childhood video games, the older you realize you both are. There just isn't any place for Sonic in the life of an adult like me. And because of that, Club Chad is club closed. The name of the game is Real Life. It's time for me to press start.
never read a book before. I'm fishing, but I want to work. What a world. Yes. Sir, our finance rates are very attractive. Hard to say no to. Hey, look, I don't know that you're going to do better than $30 per square foot, given the dimensions of your backyard patio. Hey, I want you to have a memorable Memorial Day too, sir. And I think if we can both just keep that in mind, we can make each other very happy today. Uh-huh. That's great news, sir. Very happy to hear it. And hey, when you do have that barbecue, how's about sending an invite old Chad's way? I will bring any Sam's Choice Cola of your choice.
Skimming it. Milk is funny.
And then we don't talk about those much, but like he's still there in the middle. And then there's Gertrude. And then there's me.
That's a lot.
That's it.
Buried treasure!
Boy, TGI payday, huh? Reminds me of school. We were supposed to read Pride and Prejudice, but instead, we just watched my professor die. Sir, yes, we do have outdoor awnings as well. Yes, you can find out about the different types of awnings we have on our website. Yes, we do have a website. Look, I'm gonna be home soon. You can start the next West Wing without me, that's fine. I don't care about the cold open, you can just fill me in when I get over. I didn't say I don't care about you.
Oh, look. My cat pooped. I hate my cat.
TGI payday, huh?
Fuck off.
Like, I heard this new place opened up. I don't feel like being that adventurous, you know?
You're talking about Fred's? We can go to Fred's. We can try it.
Fred's.
Okay. Yeah.
Dumb stuff.
We don't have to try that. I don't feel adventurous either.
Don't want Mexican.
Right, yeah. Mexico's out. There's that French restaurant. We get some onion soup.
I heard somebody got a bad Yelp review on that.
Well, can't have that then. Never mind.
Look, why don't you just decide? Like, we can go wherever. It's
I'm
fine.
trying to decide. That's what I'm doing.
Well, we're not anywhere yet, so
Well,
I'm not doing a great job.
Let's just not eat then. Hey, hon. Did you leave the TV on? Alright, maybe I did. I'm gonna go check, okay?
I suppose I could play for just a little bit.
Sonic Mania is a game about Sonic and his friends, Tails and Knuckles, who have to fight through a series of levels in order to defeat Dr. Robotnik, aka Eggman, and his minions, the Hard-Boiled Heavies, in order to stop them from using the Chaos Emeralds and the Phantom Ruby to take over the world or something bad? Okay, look, the only reason I know the name of the Hard-Boiled Heavies, or that the Phantom Ruby from the opening cinematic isn't just another Chaos Emerald, is because I read the Wikipedia page. The cutscenes are just like the original Sonic games. They're each less than a minute long, use standard gameplay sprites, feature no vocal dialogue, and are interspersed between levels or bosses. Sonic Mania only portrays a simple plot, because the story is just a garnish. It's not intended to get in the way of the main course that is the gameplay. The main game features 12 levels, or zones as they're referred to. Each zone has 2 acts, and each act has a boss, with Act 1 having a mini-boss, and Act 2 housing the overall zone boss. Each zone has its own theme, and the 2 acts are different levels with the same overall theme, but feature some variations. You can play through each zone from start to finish with one of 3 characters, though technically there are 4 choices: Sonic and Tails together, Sonic solo, Tails, or Knuckles. Each character profile progresses as a campaign-style game, automatically saving at the beginning of each zone as a restart point if you die or if you stop playing. 8 of the 12 zones are actually revamped stages from the original Sonic games. None of the remakes are completely identical to the original, but Act 1 in each zone is much closer to the original than Act 2, which serves as a practically brand new level with a retro design. However, the other 4 zones aside from the 8 remakes are in fact brand new stages with their own original themes. The way that I've described Sonic Mania to others is Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the sequel. The controls are all the same, directional buttons to move, down to crouch or spin in motion, and a singular contextual action button. The revamped zones feature similar, if not the same paths and unique environmental tools as their original version. In addition, each remade Act 1 musical theme is a very straightforward remix by T. Lopes, improved sound quality being the main difference, whereas Act 2 always takes the song in a new direction. Also, the new stages flow seamlessly with the remakes, and you wouldn't know the difference unless you played the originals. This isn't just a new game done retro style. This is one of the highest quality jump remakes to date of a genuine retro title rebuilt from top to bottom, but with new features. By encapsulating the magic of the original Sonic series, Sega released a game that is often imitated but never duplicated. Sonic Mania is yet another classic hit that provides unique excitement, blasting through zones at top speed, for which there is no replacement.
Wow. Only took about 4 hours to play through the game as Sonic. Well, I guess I should probably turn in for the night. Though, maybe I could just play through the game as Tails. And then Knuckles.
Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles can all move, jump, and crouch in order to spin dash. However, the singular action button performs different functions while jumping, depending on which character the player uses. Tails can fly by tapping the button, which causes him to rise, but he can't fly forever, and eventually he'll get tired. However, there are no differences between zones Sonic or Tails would play, meaning Tails can more easily explore higher areas Sonic may not be able to get to. Knuckles, on the other hand, has the ability to glide while in the air. If Knuckles glides into a wall, he will latch onto it and be able to climb up or down. Knuckles also has the ability to reach areas Sonic can't, providing both Tails and Knuckles with power-ups, collectibles, or other paths more easily than Sonic. However, Knuckles' zone variation differs from both Sonic and Tails. Knuckles has the ability to break through certain walls just by touching them, and can also take paths impossible to reach as Sonic or Tails. The game also provides Knuckles with other alternate zone features, such as Mirage Saloon Act 1 or the boss of Lava Reef Zone.
And, whew, finally beat the game with all my classic boys. Guess it's about time to get back to bed. But I could just get all the Chaos Emeralds and be done with it. You know, for each character.
The new special stages are found by discovering giant rings hidden in each act. Once touched, they transport the character to a three-dimensional minigame, a race of sorts where the player automatically runs forward to catch a UFO on a looping track. Rings represent how much time the character has to catch the ship, and some are lost each time spikes are hit. Blue spheres increase the character's speed up to level 3. If the player falls off or runs out of time, they lose. If they catch the UFO before time runs out, they're awarded 1 of 7 Chaos Emeralds. If all 7 emeralds are collected, the character unlocks their super form. Once the player collects 50 rings or more, they can turn invincible and increase their mobility by pressing the super button while jumping, which appears in the top right corner of the screen. Super characters begin losing 1 ring per second until the act is complete, they run out of rings, or if they enter a bonus blue sphere stage.
Well, should probably beat all the blue sphere stages.
Blue sphere stages are unlocked at checkpoints when the player has at least 20 rings. This is another 3-dimensional minigame in which the character automatically runs forward on a checkered grid, able to turn left or right along the lines and jump. The goal is to collect all the blue spheres, which turn red as they're collected, without touching a red sphere. It's a real-time puzzle of sorts, and the player moves incrementally faster as time goes on, making the task more difficult. If the player collects all the blue spheres, they get a silver medal. This is arguably the most difficult minigame, but the player is awarded with various unlockables by earning medals, and only silver is required to do so. Gold is just for completionists, like me. I got all the gold.
I gotta check out all the secret stuff.
Sonic Mania's got several unlockables and hidden features accessed in a few different ways. 2 modes are unlocked just by completing Green Hill Zone, Time Attack and Competitive Mode. Time Attack is a speedrun of any level as any character and can be used online as a global competition for the best completion times. Competitive Mode also features the full stages in Sonic Mania as 2 players race to the finish as any character. Blue Sphere stages unlock several features based on how many medals you've won. One such feature is Debug Mode, which allows the player to create any collectible found in the game, spawn any enemy, or even automatically complete a level. Another is And Knuckles Mode, which allows any character to have a CPU Knuckles play alongside them, similar to Sonic and Tails. This is great for cooperative multiplayer, as it expands the possible character options for either player to more than just Sonic and Tails. Finally, Sonic unlocks his Drop Dash, an aerial A ability to rival Tails and Knuckles, aside from the shield power-ups. Sonic Mania is more than just another Sonic game. Lead developer Christian Whitehead didn't just play the Sonic games as a kid, he used tools like Game Factory to make his own Sonic sequels. He grew up experiencing the same virtual sports car I did on the Sega Genesis before we could even drive. We both know, all of us know who've experienced it, that there's no substitution for the thrill of those original Sonic titles. No matter how many makes or models Sega comes out with, and granted, there's been some good ones along with the bad, but there can never be a replacement for that classic Sega sports car. So when Sega gave Whitehead, Headcanon, and Pagoda West Games the chance to make their own new Sonic game, it was more than just the usual nostalgia-driven cash grab, though it most certainly is that. It was their chance to give the keys back to the players, to open up the garage, rip the tarp off that relic collecting dust, to crank the ignition and have that engine roar for the whole block to hear like they never have before. For some who literally have never heard it before, to hand the wheel over to them, their first ride in a Sega sports car. For some, not even old enough to drive. Ultimately, you can be an adult and keep Sonic in your life, whether you're making new Sonic games or playing new games that make you remember why Sonic was so important in the first place, because he's the fastest thing alive.
I just 100%ed Sonic Mania. I guess playing a new old Sonic game is just something that I've wanted to do for a long time now. And now I have. You know, but there's still stuff like 2-player mode and time attack. I'm just gonna keep playing.
Morning.
Oh, hey, hon. Look, I'll have this wrapped up in a few hours, and then we can go do your yoga thing.
My sister's funeral.
Whatever.
All right. Okay. Listen. I was kind of trying to tell you this last night, but I just think things are moving like too fast for me right now, and he just seemed like a nice guy, but we met 2 days ago at the grocery store. I'm gonna be honest, I was really drunk, but you took me out to dinner and you seemed like, like a nice guy. Thought I could make it work. I don't think it's gonna be good if I stick around much longer. I think it would be best if I just go and we just call it.
Oh, is it because I like video games?
Video games! Video games! Video games!
What? Dude, I don't care that you like video games. Most people like video games. Like, I had a level 60 Warlock crushing it before Vanilla left beta. Like, I don't care. You're just weird, Chad. Like, you're a dude who makes jokes about skim milk to strange girls. And look, my fault, my bad. Walk straight into it. But, like, you go running. You like it. You sell, like, outdoor patio furniture to people, or I guess you try to, not super sure. But I find you kind of off-putting. And, I'm just gonna go. It's just not, you're not. I didn't mean to give you the wrong idea or anything. I didn't mean to hurt you. It's not like that. We could still be people that met.
Sure. Go ahead. I hate to keep you from your yoga.
For God's sakes, dude, it's my sister's funeral. Like, she's dead. Super sudden. Not great. Happened right after we had dinner, which, And the way was also not great. And you made the joke, you're like, I think you have one less sibling now. And I laughed, which was fucked up. And should have been, like, that whole thing should have been a red flag, and I should have just bailed just then, but I was trying to be polite. That's what you do, you know, trying to make it work. So, you know what? Just, you do you. This thing you got going on with your video games seems great. Let's see you later, sometime. Not now. Just bye.
Wow. How do you like that, huh? Finally had it all. Big job, big bucks, big girlfriend. None of it really made me happy. I guess because none of it was really me. I still love video games, and Sonic Mania reminds me of that. Guess however it got here was the work of somebody who really understood old Chad better than old Chad understood himself. Come to think of it, how did Sonic Mania end up here? Sonic?
Sonic's the name. Speed's my game.
Wow! You left me Sonic Mania! After all these years, you still care!
Yeah!
Well, Sonic, because of you, I can safely say that Club Chad is officially Club Reopened.
Hooray!
Wow, I'm talking to the blue fella himself. I can't believe it! This is amazing!
You don't have any rings, Tails.
That's great to hear. Because actually, I need to ask you something.
Huh?
Are you satisfied with your current home or apartment's outdoor back patio or yard situation? Because if you can just give me just a minute of your time, I'd love to tell you how an outdoor canopy can enliven even the most austere deck or patio for your family, your friends, or heck, even for yourself.
I'm out of here.
Hello?
Oh hey, if you liked what you saw here today, give a like and subscribe. Good Enough Entertainment, home of Club Chad. That's a damn good fish taco.